Hello everyone and welcome to my review and demonstration of the Dyson Cinetic Big Ball Animal Vacuum Cleaner. This particular model was supplied to me free of charge from the retailer AO.com, but don't worry, I'll still be giving you my unbiased review. Before I start my demonstration, I'm going to show you what comes in the box, then I'm going to test this Dyson Animal on pet hair and also on general dust and dirt. I'll also see how well it cleans hard floors and how easy and clean it is to empty. So without any further ado, let's see what comes in the box. Apart from the cleaner itself, you get this full range of cleaning tools to go with your Dyson. You get a flexible hose incorporating Dyson's new articulated handle, which incorporates a suction release trigger. You also get Dyson's tangle-free turbine tool to deal with pet hairs and other difficult litter. You get a newly designed stair tool which can also be used on your upholstery. You get an adapter which enables you to use any of your older Dyson tools with this new cleaner. You get a little clip that enables you to store 2 of the cleaning tools on board the machine, or in fact clipped to the telescopic extension tube. This is Dyson's Turbo Carbon Fibre tool. So you've got a combination of carbon fibre brushes and nylon brushes that are designed to clean hard floors and carpets equally well. I'll be of course demonstrating that shortly. You get Dyson's combination crevice and dusting tool, and finally the contact head for carpets and hard floors. The first test I've set for the Dyson Cinetic Big Ball Animal is pet hair. So I've just got a load of pet hair here, recently taken from my Dachshund Daisy, and this hair is notoriously difficult to remove from my living room carpet. So let's see how the carbon fibre turbo tool deals with all of Daisy's hair. Well, it took a few passes, but all in all, that's pretty impressive. Let's have a closer look. No, that is a very good result, especially from a cylinder vacuum cleaner. Okay then, let's see how the small tangle-free turbine nozzle copes with some other pet hair on upholstery. This is Dyson's tangle-free turbine tool that you get included with this animal version. And if you look underneath, it's a little bit different to a regular turbo tool with a revolving brush that hairs and fibres can get caught round. These brushes rotate in a completely different way. I'll just turn on and show you. So as you can see, they spin at high speed. There's these little red brushes. It's designed to remove the hair without it getting all tangled up. So as you can see, this is a familiar sight to pet owners. Although if your dog or cat is shedding this much hair, I suggest you take them to the vet. I've put a load of golden retriever hair down this time. I've rubbed it in and I've put absolutely tons on in order to really give this tangle-free turbine a thorough test. And we'll examine the brushes. As you can see, it's all clean under there now. We're going to have a look at that after I've attempted to remove everything off this footstool. Okay then, here goes. Well, I can safely say that everything has been removed. There's no pet hair. Let's have a look at the underside of the brush. Well, there is a little bit stuck on these brushes, but not very much. Not as much as you'd expect if you were to use a regular turbo tool. It would be absolutely covered, I expect. So, Not completely tangle free, it did leave that little piece there, but all in all, again, that's a pretty impressive result for pet hair removal. I've now put down a mixture of dirt collected over several weeks. This isn't a regular sight on my carpets. I'm going to now see how the Dyson contact head does. So I'm going to pass it forward and back through this side of the dirt, and then I'll compare it with the carbon fibre turbine brush. Pretty impressive, it really picks up the carpet, but as I expected with this nozzle, it might be hard to pick up, but there is still pet hair on this carpet here. I can just see it. It might look a bit duller to you from your vantage point, but I'm going to try now, of course, carbon fibre turbine. So I'm just going to click it on and we'll see if this nozzle does any better. And I think it will do, especially on the pet hair, if I can actually get it on the machine. There we go. Clicks into place. Right, let's repeat that, but this time using the turbine nozzle. So, yes, a definite improvement. It did about the same as the standard head on all the surface dirt, but this part of the carpet is definitely brighter. I'm not sure if you can pick it up on camera, but it seems to have removed all the dog hair. Now, if I pass the turbine nozzle over this part, we might see it makes a difference. Yes, definitely. So obviously, go for the Dyson with the turbine brush. Certainly if you've got pets. If you haven't got any pets, you might be okay with the muscle head version, which comes with a slightly different floor tool. It doesn't come with a contact floor tool, it comes with what Dyson call a muscle head tool, which adjusts automatically for carpets and hard floors. I'm just checking the bin to see if we're up to the max line, because I've picked up quite a lot of dirt. Just shake it. Well, yes, I am. Really, that's the max fill line. I've gone slightly above it. So before I do my next demonstration, which will be on a hard floor, I'm going to see how easy and clean this is to empty. To remove the bin from this Dyson, we need to press this button here, and we can now dispose of all this dirt. Here goes then. It's a bit of a small bin, so I might get some dirt falling out of the side. I don't actually have a larger bin in the house, but hopefully this will show you. You first have to press this button here. Press it twice. You press it once to actually open the little trapdoor at the bottom, and you press it down again in order to clean the shroud. So here goes. Whoops! A little bit messy. Obviously do this outside in your main bin. Now looking at the shroud, it's not spotless. There is still some dust on it, but at least it's easy to access. You can use another cleaner or the dusting brush from the Dyson just to brush that clean, but it's certainly better than the old way of doing things. It's removed most of the debris from around the shroud. It's a little bit tricky, I found, to close the bin. You do need to actually push it up with your hand like this, so you are near the dirt. I can't find any other way of doing it, although I suppose you could do it on the side of your bin like that. So that's the first part of the closing procedure. Then of course you need to close the door at the bottom. So all in all, it has removed most of the debris from around the shroud, so that's a good improvement. With the bin emptied, I'm now going to test the Dyson Cinetic on a hard floor. Now on the machine itself it warns you not to pick up rubble, plaster or ash. It also says in the instruction book not to pick up large quantities of flour or fine powder? Well, I've put down a little bit of flour on this floor, maybe not as much as I'd normally put down, but people spill flour on their kitchen floor. It's a very common thing to spill, I would say. So there's not a huge amount, so I don't think I'm going to invalidate the warranty by picking up this very small amount of flour. Apart from the flour, of course, I put down some rolled oats so we can see how well the turbine tool copes with larger particles as well as fine ones. Okay, for this demo I'll just pass the turbine tool forward and back through the middle and we'll see how it copes. Well, all in all, it did snow plough just off camera. It did push some of the rolled oats along a little bit, but that's not too bad. It coped with all the flour. The carbon fibre brushes are designed to deal with fine dust on your hard floor, and it certainly did that. I'll need to go over it a little bit more in order to pick up the larger particles. Just to finish off the hard floor demonstration, I might as well click on the other tool you get and just see how it copes cleaning up the rest. Now that, despite the fact this is a piece of laminate floor I'm testing this on, and it was too much suction, it actually moved the floor. So I'm going to try it on that setting. You can see here where the contact head has actually snow ploughed a lot of the rolled oats. In fact, most of them, it just pushed them along, even on the regular setting. On maximum, you saw it was far too powerful. I could hardly move the nozzle. So I had to slide the control over, but it didn't pick up these larger items, these rolled oats. So let's try and pick up the rest of this using the carbon fibre turbine head. Certainly a better result. It did push, just off camera, it did push a very small quantity of the rolled oats, which I'll try and show them. So basically the carbon fibre nozzle does do a lot better than the standard head. So if you are looking to buy a Dyson cylinder cleaner, I think it's probably worth paying the extra and getting the animal version. Well, that's about the end of my demonstrations. Before I put my Dyson Cinetic away, let's see how effective the automatic cord reel is. Well, that's just about the end of my review and demonstration of the Dyson Cinetic Big Ball Animal Vacuum Cleaner. Pros and cons? Well, pros, it performs very well, especially with the turbine tool. The full-size carbon fibre turbine tool did an excellent job on carpets, even on pet hair, which a lot of cylinder vacuum cleaners do struggle with. It was great on regular dirt as well, and it did a better job on a hard floor than the contact tool that you also get supplied. The small tangle-free turbine tool is a very good nozzle. It removed a load of pet hair from the upholstery and didn't really tangle up. There was a very small amount of pet hair left on the brush, but that was also a very good result. Now, what don't I like about it? Well, holding it like I am now, my arm's starting to ache, it is on the heavy side. It's not the lightest cleaner. So if you have trouble lifting things, I would suggest looking at a lighter machine. Saying that, it's got a sturdy carry handle. I like the fact it's very compact and it's manoeuvrable. It won't topple over. I've tried and I can't get this machine to topple over. The bin emptying is a little bit messy still, being a bagless, but the new system does clean the shroud quite well. You're not left with a load of hairs and debris wrapped around the centre part of the bin, so that's a definite improvement. I would like to see a slightly longer mains lead on this cleaner. For my home, I just like it a little bit longer. And the main problem I have with this Dyson and most Dysons I've used is the noise level. Now, James Dyson and his boffins have managed to perfect this cyclone technology. I think they've gone pretty far with that, and if you want a bagless cleaner, the Dyson system is the best at filtering out the fine dust, I will say that. But it's noisy. I find this machine quite noisy to use. Dyson, you need to sort out the noise level of your vacuum cleaners. It can't be too difficult. I've got vacuum cleaners that are much, much quieter than this. So, give it a quieter motor, give it a longer mains lead, try and make it a bit lighter, and it's a definite thumbs up for me. If you must have a Dyson, you want the latest, it's a good machine to go for. A little bit on the pricey side, but all in all, it's quite a good vacuum cleaner. Thanks for watching. Thanks to AO.com for supplying me with this machine, and thanks to Dyson as well.